All right, guys, we're moving into Unit 2, Networks of Exchange. We're still in the time period 1200 to 1450. So some of the things that you are going to hear in this unit can apply back to Unit 1. Remember, we're taking this stuff by time periods as we go. So the first topic, 2.1, is the Silk Roads. So as we're talking about this, for everyone, you need to know the causes and effects of each of these trade routes. So you're going to see A is going to be pretty similar for all of these. Okay, so as we're looking at it, we have two categories of effects. We have existing transportation technologies and we have existing commercial technologies. It wouldn't be a bad idea to be able to reference the point that the Silk Road is going to deal mainly with luxury goods for reasons that we've talked about way back in August. But to bear it down, to get it down to those two categories, I've got some examples for you, and I think you've got them on your framework. But we have caravanserai, bills of exchange, paper money, and banking houses. Be able to apply those, not only be able to explain what they are, but also how they're going to drive trade along the Silk Road and how they contributed to it. So moving on to objective 2, explain the effects. We're really looking at three main effects. One, we're going to have the growth of powerful new trading cities, as you see with that random circle that popped up. You also have a demand for luxury goods in Afro-Eurasia. You need to be able to reference some of those luxury goods. So a couple of examples are silk and porcelain. If you have more, totally okay. Remember, I'm going bare bones with this. So anything you've got above and beyond, you're still going to need to know. And then for C, this is kind of a self-explanatory point. I don't have any specific evidence for it, but Chinese, Persia, and Indian artisans and merchants expanded production of textiles and porcelains. You can take that back to B with the demand for luxury goods. And you can also reference silk as a textile and porcelain being what it is. Those things are for export, while iron and steel production expanded in China. Probably be a good idea to explain why those two things occurred, or those two items expanded in China, and it has to do with those new technologies with transportation. As it goes, you need iron, you need steel to be able to build the things to transport the products. So that's short, sweet, to the point, but you do have examples, and you need to be able to line this up as an example of the causes and effects of trade routes from 1200 to 1450.